Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining. I have people on both devices here, but thank you so much. Welcome to the relaunch of Budgeting Around the World. I am Amber McGill, founder and CEO of Lady Potential LLC and the creator of Budgeting Around the World. And I'm so excited to relaunch this evening. So I wanted to share a little bit about Budgeting Around the World and then get into my topic for this evening, which is why I love budgeting. I have 5 reasons that I absolutely love budgeting that I want to share with you guys. So starting off, budgeting around the world, I started it around this time last year. And the objective is to showcase that you can prepare for tomorrow and also live for today. I feel like there's a lot of platforms that are focused on retirement and investment, like life when you're 65. And I'm not going to wait until I'm 65 to live my life. And so I've gotten into the habit of balancing living for today and saving for tomorrow. And I wanted to share that and showcase that. I love to travel. So typically I would be all around the world on a normal year. So that's where the around the world piece came from. And my budget, again, I'm going to share with you the 5 reasons that I love budgeting, but budgeting has been my lifesaver. And so I wanted to share those things with the world. So thank you so much for coming out. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the messaging and I'll respond as we go. So reasons I love budgeting. Again, there's 5. So the first is that budgeting has saved me so many times. Like I make risky decisions from time to time. I tend to make calculated risk, in my opinion. But having a budget, having set money aside intentionally, has been very, very critical to me. A few times where I'm like, I just want to move. I was in an apartment for like 4 months, and I moved. And I broke my lease and I just left. And I was able to do that because I had saved. Now, should I have done that? Maybe, maybe not. That's debatable. But my budget saved me, and that I had budgeted in money just to have, and that money would then allow me the freedom and the flexibility to leave when I really wanted to leave and to get out of the city. The second is control. I love to know where things are and where things are going, and my budget lets me do that. It puts me in control of my money. I am very emotional about money once it hits my account. It's mine. I've earned it. I work for it. I deserve it. I can do whatever I want to with it because it's mine. But that doesn't necessarily always mean that I think the most strategically about my money. So, but budgeting allows me to think about money when it's just numbers. It doesn't mean anything to me as numbers, and then when the money actually hits my account, now it's all automated and it goes to all its places where it's supposed to go because my budget says so. And then I can look up and say, well, actually, I still have the freedom to do this, or I can still go on that trip or do whatever it is that I want to do because I put that into my budget and I planned and prepared for it. And that will actually allow me to accomplish what it is that I want to do. Which brings me to number 3, which is success. I have had great success with being able to do what I want to do or what I said I was going to do because I budgeted for it. Because I took the time to lay out my year and say, I'm going to put this amount of money in every pay period and it's going to go to this account and I'm not going to touch it. I was able to accomplish my goals. I was able to buy my house. I was able to go to Thailand for 10 days summer before last, 2018. Like, I've been able to do things that would have been difficult to do had I tried to do them last minute. But because I took the time, I put the money aside, I was able to do them. And so budgeting allowed me to do those things. Number 4 is the ease of automation. Again, I'm emotional with my money, so I have to put it where it has to go automatically. I cannot be responsible for moving my money around. That's just not something that I'm good at. But by having a budget, I know where things are supposed to go and when they're supposed to go there. And so then I can automate that. And so every check, the money goes where it's supposed to be and the bills get paid the way they're supposed to be paid and everything's done automatically. And I am no longer a factor in reaching my financial goals and meeting my financial success. And then lastly, it has given me so many options. Again, I have a travel fund. I have a risky investments fund, I have just general savings fund, and then of course I have like bills and my day-to-day spending. And so it gives me so many options to say, this week I want to take money and put it towards shopping, and next week I want to take money and put it towards really big groceries, or I want to host an event, or I want to go to an event. It gives me a lot of flexibility to do whatever it is that I want to do, because I'm intentional about putting the money aside to be able to do what I want to do when I want to do it. So when the time comes, I'm not looking for money. I'm more so just verifying that I have the funds left over to do what it is that I want to do at that time. So those are my 5. To recap, it has saved me many a times. It has allowed me to do what it is that I want to do, even if those decisions were a little risky and maybe not the best financial decisions. But I'm young. I can do what I want. It gives me control. I know where my money is going. I know where it's supposed to be. I know when it's missing. I've had great success. It allows me to reach my goals, whether they be financial or personal. When there's money involved, I can say that I want to do this big thing and hit it because I am very intentional about my budget. It's easy to automate. When I know where the money is supposed to be, it's very easy to make sure that it goes there each month, and to do that in an automated way where I'm no longer a factor in my money. And I have options. It gives me the flexibility to decide how I want to use the money within the buckets that I have set up. So those are my reasons for that I love budgeting, and the reasons that I love to teach budgeting and to coach budgeting is because it gives you, it frees you to do what it is that you want to do. It frees you to be able to reach your goals and to plan ahead and see, can I make that decision? Should I buy this house? Should I buy this car? How will that impact these other things? Like, if I do this, what else will I have to give up to do that? Samantha asks, do you have any templates that have worked for you, like a visual board? I'll do good for a little while and then I'll relapse. Yes. So the 30-day restart course goes through all of this. So one thing, I always start with my goals. What are the goals? What are the objectives? What are you budgeting for? If you don't have a why, then it's a waste and it's a fight and there's no benefit. And then I do take whatever my goals are and I put them into a vision board. I love vision boarding. I actually do vision boarding every year, but I have specifically my financial goals within that board. And then I do weekly check-ins. And so every single week I'll check in and say, okay, this is where I am and this is where I'm going and this is what I need to do. Or like, okay, I slipped this week, so I have to make up for it next week, and how am I going to do that? And actually, thank you so much for asking that question, Samantha, because for all of you all who have tuned in and joined me, I want to give all of you a free copy of my ebook, 30-Day Financial Restart. So if you go to, I will drop the link in both of these situations in 1 second. But if you go to the link, the promo code is going to be relaunch, and you can get the 30-day restart course, and it'll walk you through literally step by step, day by day, what I do to plan my budget for myself as well as for my clients. And so you can do that yourself. And if at any point you have any questions or concerns, by all means, I am here to be of assistance. So give me 1 second. I'm dropping it in the comments. /30 day restart. All right, so I just sent that in both of those. Samantha, please let me know. Oh, sorry, it's gum.co, not .com, on Facebook. I typed it in wrong. And I'm going to redo it. Okay, there you go. Samantha, please let me know if that works for you. So that promo code will last for 24 hours. I encourage you to please go check out the course. Let me know what you think about it. I'm super excited for it. This is something that I've been working on for a long time. It's absolutely my pandemic project. I had the idea of doing this early in the pandemic, and life got crazy. And as you guys know, that's part of the reason that I'm relaunching, because I was working full time. I was in school full time. It was the pandemic. I had all these things happening. I don't know why I thought I could launch a blog or a coaching, anything in that time. I had way too much going on, but I'm almost done with my program. So I'm back and I'm super, super excited to go on this journey with you. I will be here on live every Monday at 7 p.m., just a few minutes talking through whatever the topic of the week. If you have a suggestion or a recommendation on what I should talk about, if there's something about budgeting or just about finances that really is itching at you and you want to learn more about, please, please, please let me know. If I need to bring in a guest, I will. I do not know everything, and I'm not going to pretend like I do, but I will share what I know and I will bring in people for what I don't know. So again, thank you all so much for joining me. Please go out and get your free copy of the 30-Day Financial Restart. Let me know what you think and let me know what your goals are for 2021 because it's here. It's coming. So good night. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you all next week. Bye.